Hey there everybody, and welcome to Cathlist. I'm Burak, and today we're going to talk about Saint Saint Fidelis of Sigmaringen, or, if you look it up on YouTube, Sigmaringen. Did you know anything about him? I'll confess, I did not. Still don't, because I'm reading the script for the first time right now. Just kidding. Like so many saints, Fidelis had a completely normal life. He was a lawyer before God caught hold and changed things up a bit. So stick around, because today we're going to learn more about this guy. And no, he's not a character from Lord of the Rings. Fidelis was born Mark Ray, or possibly Roy, in Sigmaringen, which is in modern-day Germany. Mark Ray studied law and philosophy at the University of Freiburg, where he became known for not, emphasis on the not, drinking, but wearing, so not, like actually wearing, a hair shirt. What a party animal. See what we did there? Hair shirt, party animal. He's against fur now though, okay? Don't you go off killing people. For 6 years, starting in 1604, Mark accompanied 3 young Swabian, they were super Swab, southwestern German men on their travels through Europe, teaching and mentoring them along the way. During those 6 years, he attended Mass frequently and visited the hospitals and churches in every town they came to. Wow. Every church in Europe? Dude should have had a job writing for Fromers. He was very generous with the poor, sometimes even giving them the clothes off his back. That was always an awkward moment at the end of that. The people he donated it to, though, were like, yay, free hair shirt. At least it's chinchilla. Upon return from his travels, Mark practiced law as a counselor in Alsace, France, where he became known as the poor man's lawyer. By that, I mean he helped the poor with legal services. Not like Blake Bortles is a poor man's version of Ben Roethlisberger, or any of the Baldwin brothers are poor man's versions of Alec, or Brian is a poor man's version of myself. Just kidding. Love you, Brian. In his practice, he refused to use any invectives, detractions, or anything that might affect the reputation of an adversary in a negative way. Iris has just informed me that an invective is an insult or highly critical comment. I'm learning so much in this episode. Yay. Eventually, disenchanted with the evils associated with his profession, I mean, he was a lawyer, Mark decided to enter the religious life as a member of the Capuchin Friars. You may remember from the episode you didn't watch on the Capuchin Friars that they're a pretty great group, and you should probably go watch that episode. Upon entering the Capuchin order, the superior gave him the name Fidelis, Latin for faithful. He finished his novitiate and studies for the priesthood and presided over his first Mass at the Capuchin Friary in Freiburg, present-day Switzerland, on October 4th, 1612, which you may recognize is the feast day of St. Francis of Assisi, the founder of the order. Fidelis was appointed superior of the friary in Feldkirch, present-day Austria. Many residents of the town and neighboring places were reformed by his efforts in the community, and several Calvinists ended up converting to Catholicism. Number 9, the Congregation of the Doctrine of the Faith commissioned Fidelis to preach in Graubünden in eastern Switzerland with 8 other friars as his assistants. He was very successful, which caused the Calvinists of that territory to loudly threaten Fidelis' life. I'm threatening you! They could have quietly threatened him. I'm threatening you. In 1622, Fidelis and his companions moved to Prattigau, where he experienced a vision of heaven that foretold his death. During the homily at Mass on April 24th, Calvinist agitators outside inspired some people to take up arms. The congregation initially persuaded Fidelis to flee, but he changed his mind and returned to the church. On his way back, he was confronted by 20 Calvinist soldiers who demanded he renounce the faith. He refused, so they murdered him. 6 months after his death, Fidelis' body was found to be incorrupt. No decomposition at all. Number 12, his feast day is celebrated on April 24th. And that is all the time we have for now, folks. Thanks for watching this episode of Cathlist. Don't forget to subscribe to this lovely YouTube channel and watch all the wonderful videos, especially about the Capuchins, that we have to offer. We'll see you next week. God bless. Fidelis had a completely normal life. Who are we kidding? None of the saints had a normal life. Like, they're all insane, but lovely, and so hard to emulate. In 1622, Fidelis and his companions moved to, really?